You know, I was thinking about how people are so addicted to various things that alter their brain chemistry and blah 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 blah. Exactly. People are going to be unrecognizable in approximately 10 years. That's what I said. Back when social media was a brand new thing, I said, yeah, this is gonna do quite a number. This is gonna make people hate each other. It's gonna make people hate themselves, but they won't even recognize hating themselves. Because they won't even be able to tell. I've always seen the future, and it's never been a good one. Now I don't even bother trying to tell anyone. They won't listen to logic and reason. If it inconveniences them, they won't listen. They won't listen. Keyboard, driving around the interstate, you know, it's kind of dumb, ain't it? Anyway, in case you couldn't tell, I'm mental ill. But it seems as if people don't mind that one bit, considering all the shit they do to make them crazier than what I seem to be. They just don't understand me. See, we have this abundance of dopamine, and isn't that the thing that everybody wants so bad? Isn't that the thing that these motherfuckers are so addicted to? So, remind me once again why schizophrenia is a disease. Is it a disease? The disease? Is it the disease because we don't need you? Gotta make sure the camcorder doesn't fall off the dashboard. It's done that before. Anytime you don't need the world gets all but hurt. Anytime you don't need society, they can't help but take offense to that. Cause they don't understand why you wouldn't want it in the palm of your hand. You guys are so fucking depressed, you're so anxious, you're so paranoid, and not about the right shit, so I have a hard time believing that it ain't you that be deceiving yourself. Yeah, so if everybody wants to escape, right? So the TV, computers, Netflix, all that. People obviously want to escape, right? Well, that's what mental illness is. It's a fucking escape. Schizophrenia is like the epitome of that. You can go into your head and there's a whole fucking museum of things to do, okay? And so we gotta be punished for that shit. That's why they put people on antipsychotics, because it's a horrible, horrible experience. They're like the worst. They're like the most dangerous of all the psychiatric drugs. SSRIs are really dangerous too, but they'll never talk about antipsychotics because they hate schizophrenics. Everybody hates schizophrenics. So, it's the most stigmatized mental illness because it's the least harmful of all of them. So all these people that you see online that have generated a following, they're 1,000 times more dangerous than somebody like me, who's at like the very bottom of the well, you know? But I say crazy shit. That's the thing, like, people care more about what you say than what you do. Like, if you make a joke, they'll like take that shit so seriously, but they won't take it seriously if you do something that's really fucked up, you know? But yeah, like, people that have a lot of self-awareness, they can just live inside of their head. And I realize that there's an issue if you don't know that you're doing it, but I definitely know that I'm doing it. I've always known that. And I remember thinking when I was young that it would eventually be a problem whenever I tried to have a boyfriend. Because fuck that. How boring. But that's why porn's addictive. That's why TV's addictive. And social media is so dangerous because it's like this interactive thing. But I'm the crazy one because I don't want to do it. I don't need to do it. Yeah, if you reject the world, you're thought of as crazy by the world that's literally making themselves mentally ill. They make decisions every day to make their life considerably worse, to make it harder for them to exist in this world. And they shun anybody that doesn't do the same fucking thing. But I'm the crazy one. I mean, it doesn't offend me that they think that. I just find it funny. It amuses me. I probably sound offended, don't I? No, this is just me talking, honey. I promise. I just sound mad all the time. I'm not really mad. This is play mad, okay? But even if I do get angry about anything, it's like my mood will change and I'll move on to something else. Something more fun. But yeah. It's just funny to me how people will complain about mental illness. And they'll be like, why aren't people normal anymore? Like, what's wrong with being normal? And I'm like, there is no such thing as normal, okay? Especially when you do things like social media that heighten what makes people nuts. So you don't get to talk about that, especially if you're some fucking online influencer sack of shit. You don't get to talk about that. You're essentially a narcissist. I'm not saying that you have the disorder. I'm saying that you're doing something that's so narcissistic and you're making money off of it. I don't know. I probably seem like a hypocrite because I'm a vlogger. But I ain't making money off this. And I think that there'd be too many people that'd be scared of what I'm saying. Ooh, a skunk. Anyway. I get excited about shit like that. Nature, baby, nature. That skunk was pissed off at somebody, right? But yeah, like social media is so lame too. It's like people are reacting in the lamest possible way to things. Like when I see like outrage, like when I see some headline that talks about some celebrity being under fire because of what they said online, it just makes me want to end my life. You know, because I don't want to be part of this world because it's so fucking stupid. How can you possibly take this shit seriously? But yeah, I just shoot these videos with this Canon camcorder. You see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? That's called We Won't Be a Hypocrite, Ways We Can Avoid, okay? We hate smartphone technology, so we don't have a smartphone, okay? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Anyway. We do these videos, and then we put them up on YouTube, we critique them, all that. Sometimes we'll read some article about science or some psychological thing. The algorithm knows that we are interested in things that most people aren't interested in. I wonder if the algorithm likes me more than the algorithm likes others. Do you think the algorithm has feelings? Do you think eventually it's going to have a personality? I wonder about this. But yeah, occasionally I'll watch some political thing, but it's very rare. I mainly watch political things in order to keep up with the Joneses, you know. I want to see like what other people think is going on. Not for the purpose of competing or anything like that. I want to see what the sheep are obsessing about. So, like, there's a lot of stuff that people have been yapping about that I just don't care about. It's like I don't know about it, I don't care about it. And then people think that I'm real selfish because I don't know about it or care about it. But it's like, do you even know that this shit's real? Can you prove that this is actually happening? Can you prove that all of these people aren't just paid actors selling you this hysteria so that you go on and on about it on your social media posts? And it's like, it's a massive psyop. But anyway, I just don't get, like, the choices that people make. And they don't think that those choices are gonna have negative repercussions, you know? Sorry, I didn't mean to play that. Public school system teaches all of the children to bury their heads in the sand, and they take this lesson and run with it into adulthood, if you can even call it that. Knew they were trying to condition my ass, and I tried to get into what the sheep were getting into, but alas, I could never fit in. They knew it, how could they not? I guess I still have the same problem, but I'm older, so it don't matter quite so much. If I continue to live in my head, because this universe that I make up is a lot more fun. If I make this choice instead of going where they tell me to go and doing what they want me to do and never talking about what they tell me to be quiet about, well, I'd hate myself. I'd hate myself. So that's why I don't. See myself do things or not do things. I hear myself say things or not say things. I watch myself debate. I hear myself debate. I can't not debate. I wish more people would. How can you live in this world and not vomit? How can you live in this world paying attention to anything that happens in it and not vomit? How can you watch men not act like men? Men stick up for things that they believe in, but what's to believe in? How could you not look at women and be so sick? What they do to their bodies, what bodies? It's like nobody recognizes their own humanity anymore, so why would they recognize anybody else's? Which is why they have to pretend that they care about humanity. They really don't. If you cared about humanity, you put your fucking phone down. But I kind of get it, because everybody else won't put their phone down, so why would you do anything different, you know? I wish that I could make them see what I see, but if they could, they would surely not be be able to breathe. They would choke on all of the smoke from the debris, so much debris. I guess I got goggles or some shit. I got goggles and I got a gas mask and I have my own personal drugs that I make with my own brain. So I don't need actual drugs, then if I took too many actual drugs, well, I know I'd be insane. Insane. I still can't get over that. Really though. Just say that. Insane. So to label somebody insane is you know, they're crazy, right? Insane. I mean, I feel like that totally describes me. If we were to apply that literally, I'm inside my head. That's when I feel the least neurotic. When I'm inside my head, I understand it, I understand it. It's the world that spits me out, chews me up. That's why I spit the way that I spit. That's why I shit on this world. How could I not? How could I not? Be prepared to be hated by pretty much everyone. Yeah, if you have the answer, be prepared to be persecuted for it. If you have the answer and you figured it out for yourself, just know that you're in the minority. And that is why the majority fucking hates your ass. If you got TV inside your brain that you can watch endlessly,